Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Veda and this is The Simple Budget. Here on my channel, I show you how my family is using the zero-based budgeting method in order to get out of debt and simplify our financial life. If that sounds like content that you're interested in, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button and join our little crew here. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. Alrighty, so I am filming this on a Tuesday. I'm filming it on Tuesday, the 28th of February. Typically I film these on a Wednesday just because I like to go from Wednesday to Wednesday. That's just kind of how we track our expenses, but today is the last day of the month. And so to not be going into March with a deficit in some of our envelopes. I mean, we track everything on an Excel spreadsheet. And so if we make a debit purchase and it needs to be funded from a cash envelope, it looks like we're in the negative for a little bit. And so in order to not be in the negative going into March, I'm doing the weekly check-in today, Tuesday, February 28th, so that we're not going into March with a deficit. So let's go ahead and get into it. There's not going to be much today because it's not a full week. Not that it's not like I don't plan on spending anything really anyway. So it's not like it would be more exciting if I filmed it tomorrow, but I don't know, maybe another expense would have hit the account or something. Who knows? Anyway, I'm being very rambly today. Sorry about that. I had a good workout this morning and I spent like an hour in the sun. So I'm especially happy. I am thinking of that clip from, oh goodness, Legally Blonde, where Reese Witherspoon is like, exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't kill their husbands. I am like running on extra endorphins today. So anyway, now we are going to get into our tracking for the week. We only have 3 expenses to track and pull from cash envelopes. So let's just get right into it. This was a debit purchase, the first one. Actually, you know what? Let me zoom you in. Here we go. Okay, so first up is a debit purchase, and it was on the 21st from Old Navy. I had cash, what do they call that? Old Navy Super Cash or something like that. So I bought my daughter an adorable dress and my son a pack of t-shirts just because, like, I don't know, like I feel like they wear out more quickly or something. Anyway, it wasn't like a completely necessary purchase, but I always like to buy them a little something leading into each season, just kind of mix up their wardrobe a little bit, especially because I never know if they're going to go through a growth spurt like halfway through the season. And so I feel like if I start the season with a new piece of clothing that's just slightly big on them, maybe I can get a little bit of wear out of it. So anyway, so that total purchase was, the category was clothes. And it was a negative from the account. And that was my ice maker. I'm sorry if you just heard that. The total price was $32.48. And so I'll be paying the account back $33. And I do need to put a little asterisk next to it because it was a debit purchase that needs to be paid back in cash. Oh, and you know what I realized? After I sat down to film this today, I don't have a balance column. And I think that's important. If it's going to be in a budget binder, there needs to be a balance column. So I will, once again, be redoing this. But I like the aesthetic of it. And so I'll probably just keep it like this and just find a way of including a balance column off to the side. So anyway, next up was so this one was a debit as well, and it was on the same day, and it was at Target. I swear, like, what is it? 90% of the expenses on the sheet are from Target. And the total was $143.54. but this has a breakdown in 2 different categories. And so I have my Target category, which I've explained before, but I will again, just in case anybody is new. The Target category has its own specific line item in our budget because we do buy some groceries from Target. And so we earmark a certain amount of money for that every week. And so it gets its own specific line item. But I went over what I purchased. I went over the budgeted, like the Target budgeted amount. And so we pulled the rest of it from grocery because we did have rollover in grocery. So here we go. The Target amount is allotted $100 a week. And so I did $100 for that. And then the rest of it, $43.54 from grocery. So I'll be pulling $44 out. We usually do, frankly, go over at Target, but every now and then we don't. And so I'll just keep going back and forth with paying the Target overage with the grocery overage because it's all groceries at the end of the day. And so I don't mind taking this money and applying it here because, like I said, it's all groceries. And also I like to have the cash in hand, more cash in hand at Trader Joe's because I'm more afraid of not having what I need there than I am at Target. So I get 5% off of these purchases anyway. So I don't know, it just kind of all comes out in the wash. I'm not really stressed about it. If I have overage in grocery, it just goes toward the overage in Target. Last up was actually on the 26th, and this was a debit purchase as well because it was spontaneous. Typically, we would have just grabbed cash from our envelopes, but my family picked me up from work, and it was beautiful on Sunday, and so we decided to get some ice cream as a family. So there's this great little local ice cream shop that changes up their flavors like every season. And they had this amazing strawberry buttermilk flavor that my husband and I both got, and it was to die for. My kids are plain Jane chocolate and vanilla kids. So it was a great time. And it's definitely one of those things where it's like you spent money on something that's, I don't know, frivolous, but it was such a fun little memory. My daughter was completely covered in ice cream afterward. It was just sweet. So anyway, I'm just going to put ice cream because I don't know. I know it's a local place. I know that they do have some chains, but I don't want to give my location away. So I'm just going to put ice cream down. I'm sure you understand. There could be an axe murderer watching this, just waiting to find out where I live. Or to steal my money from my cash envelopes. We can't have that, guys. So we ended up breaking this down into 2 different purchases as well. So it was a total of $29.66, which I'm like, I know that that's insane for ice cream, but I don't know. Specialty ice cream, we all got waffle cones, hashtag worth it. Okay, so we broke it down into eating out and family fun. And we weren't too worried about this because I got some cash back in my Upside app, which is actually for what I use for gas purchases. But we allot more than enough actually toward gas every month. We may be bringing our budgeted amount for that down. And so I had $22 of cash back sitting in there. And so I pulled that out. It'll probably be in my next cash stuffing with you guys. And so we're going to replenish our eating out and family fun envelopes with that $22 cash back that we got from Upside. I cannot recommend Upside to you guys enough. I'll leave my, my referral code on the screen here. If you use my referral code, you're going to get 15 cents per gallon off of your first gas purchase using my referral code. And then afterward, it just kind of searches different gas stations in your area and will tell you how much cash back you can get for each of those purchases. But when I tell you, it is so worth it, especially because we're heading into summer. Gas prices are going to increase because that's just how they do. So why not get the opportunity to get a little bit of cash back for something that you are going to be purchasing all the time? I mean, unless you live in New York City and you take the subway everywhere. But if you drive like most Americans, you're using gas and you can get cash back on that purchase. Like, it's the best app cash back, I think, even better than Fetch. The gas one is just worth it. So anyway, enough of my rambliness. Must be all my endorphins. We are going to we're going to pull $20 from eating out for that, and then $10 for family fun. The change will go into what we call our virtual coin jar, and that is another fantastic one. If you do debit card purchases, pay yourself back in whole dollars, and then just watch that change buffer build up in your account. If you are partial cash stuffers like we are, we keep all of our bills stay in our account, and then we just cash pool for sinking fund, like some expenses, and obviously for sinking funds. And so whenever we do a debit card purchase for excuse me, for something that is something that we cash stuff, we pay back in a whole dollar amount, we round up, we pay back in a whole dollar amount, and then that change just kind of gets swept into its own little like envelope that we track on our Excel spreadsheet. And by doing that so far, we've saved over like $6 at this point. So we'll eventually cash pool that and stuff it in something, but I just think it's super cool. You're like giving yourself your own kind of little cash back reward. So anyway, let's go ahead and figure out our total here for what we're going to be pulling. So, I didn't put an asterisk. So obviously I'm not pulling out the Target because that stays in our account because we use the Target red card. Grocery will need to be pulled. And then the eating out and family fun will also need to be pulled. So we are looking at $32.48. So $33 for the clothing purchase from Old Navy, plus $43.54. So $44 for the grocery purchase, plus $20 from eating out and $10 from family fun. So that's going to be a total of $107. Now the real trick is going to be to see if we can make change. So this ought to be super entertaining. I am going to, let's see. Well, let's go into grocery first. So I need to pay back, where did I say? Oh, $44. So that's going to be in high priority. So let's see what we have in here. So we've got 150. Fantastic. Okay, so let's pull the 50 and see what we can do to make change because, yeah. All right, we will figure it out, guys. We're gonna math together, and math is not my strong suit. So this ought to be fun. Oh my gosh. Cooperate, please. There we go. So clothing, I need to pull 33. That's going to be in low priority. And actually, so is eating out and family fun. So, so dine out was 20, and I think that's all that's in here right now. Yeah. Okay. So all 20 from eating out, and then family fun is a little bit further back. Where's clothes? I feel like, oh, you know what? I might have had, I think I put clothing in. All right, well, I'll just pull the 10 from family fun since I'm in here. So 10, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for change. Okay, I'm gonna go into clothes. I might be able to make change in there actually. And I put that in high priority because I mean, frivolous clothing purchases are not a high priority, but wearing clothes is a high priority. And so that's why I justified putting it in here. Oh, okay. I might be able to make some change in here. So I need to pull 33 for clothes, but I for sure, oh, this will be great. Okay. So let's see. How many ones do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm actually gonna do this. Oh, wait. Okay, 10. Math is really hard, guys. 25. No, because I need to do, oh, I can't do 33 though. Okay, we're gonna math it up. So 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 in ones. I might need to pop back into grocery and figure out what I can do. So we're gonna do 21, 2, 3. Oh wait, I can't, wait, yeah. 10, 20. 25, 26, 27. Oh, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, 10, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. You all knew I would get there, right? So let me just check that. So I had 96, so 55, 61, 2, 3 left. Right, so that makes sense. So I did pull out the 33. Okay, now I will, can you guys even see? Now I will be able to pay back the $7 to grocery because I pulled out 50. Oh, and I needed to pull 44. So it's $6 back to grocery. So let's head over to the grocery envelope. We got there in the end. That's all that matters. So I need to pay back $6 to grocery because I pulled 50 and I needed to only pull 44. So we now have 51, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36. So 136 remains in grocery. And that's because I went grocery shopping already. By the time you guys are seeing this, I went grocery shopping for this week. I go every Monday, in case you were wondering about my grocery shopping habits. So let's just check this math. I should have $107 here. Oh my gosh. You guys are probably like screaming at the camera right now, or screaming at your phones or iPads or whatever medium you're watching this on. Like, this girl, make her stop. Okay. We have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 5, 100, 101, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We did it. So $107 is going back to the bank. And now you understand why every time I need to do something very like math, what I consider to be math intensive, I do it off camera because I need to be able to think through things and make errors without people watching me. But this is a learning process. I'm still learning. I'm still new to this. And so hopefully some of you are watching this like, oh my gosh, I would be just like you because I can't math either. So we're in this together, guys. Okay. Thank you all so much for watching this very convoluted weekly check-in. I do so appreciate you guys tuning in and hanging out with me. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and then I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.